this is what we'll need to make this design. Actually, let me show you the designs. That would be nice. I can just pick them up. I'm going to be making these lovely wild animal prints. And those are made from neon pigments. That's like these powders that you can use. You can buy pigments. Make sure that you buy pigment of a good quality. So you see that's lovely and bright. So we've got all these lovely bright colours. In fact, I'll just take the lid off all of them. Probably handier because then you can just enjoy looking at the colours while I get on and show you how to make this design. These designs, sorry. And we've got glitter here. In fact, I'll just open it, just take them. Is that handy? Yeah, that should be okay. All right, so we've got these, we've got some white gel polish, we've got the top coat, which is a non-shiny top coat, and then we've got our stamping plates with these animal shapes on. Let's see, for these ones I've got, again, where is the design? The animal print is on there somewhere, but I can't seem to see it at the moment, but we'll find it after. Oh, there it is. It's hiding there in the corner. This is just a cheap plate from China, shall we say. This one is a plate from Magnetic Nail Design, and it's also got different animal prints on it. So these stamping plates are both in a completely different price category, and I myself find these both as good as each other. And this time we'll be using a scraping card. This one is quite thin and it's quite flexible. This one's from Moira. So I'll just show you how we can stamp with those. In fact, it's just the same as how we normally stamp with the others. And then we've got all the other little tools that we need. For this one, I'm going to be using a brush. This is a bit of a stiff old brush, but I do like to use this one to pick up some of my brighter pigments. We've got our little corrector pen again in case we make mistakes. So what we can do is we can just get on with this design. So what I've done here is I've put 2 layers of gel polish. And it, because I'm using white, I made sure that I applied it really thinly, because if you don't do that, white does have a tendency to wrinkle in the lamp if you're not careful. So I've applied it really thinly and I've let it harden out in the lamp. Then I apply another layer, let it harden out. For this particular gel polish, it's 30 seconds in the LED lamp or 2 minutes in UV lamp. Once it's hardened out, once it's cured, it's got a sticky layer to it, which is normal. That's the gel which hasn't cured completely. That's normal. And that sticky layer is what we're going to push the pigments into. They will stick directly into this sticky layer. If you're working with a gel polish which does not have much of a sticky layer, then you will need to apply a top coat. Let's just see if I've got one to show you. Yeah, you would apply a top coat, something like this. This is a soak-off top gel, and you will use a top coat which does have a sticky layer, because what you want is the stickiness so that you can apply your pigments. So just use your top coat from your brand with the sticky layer. Okay, this one does have a sticky layer. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take the orange and the yellow pigments and our powder. Let's just get some little cotton wool pads at hand here or something. Actually, we'll just get a baby wipe. Just put that here close by. That would help so we don't make too much of a mess everywhere. Let's see. So, and we're going to press them in. I like to start off just going down the centre. So we just go in gently. Tap off the excess so you don't get a whole pile of pigment powder everywhere. And just gently stick it into the sticky layer. Here you can press down quite hard. You don't need to be too careful, and you don't need to be extremely neat. Just press down. And now we want some orange on the outside. So what I'll do, actually, forget using the baby wipe because it's a bit wet. It's better to dry this off on something dry. So I'm just using this kitchen roll. Okay, so we don't get yellow too much in the orange. So, brush is clean. We can just press this now all around the orange. What you do want to make sure is that all the white is covered up underneath. So just go down the sides. I think this is a great colour combination, and especially for the summer nails, this is just going to look fantastic. Okay, I'm just going to make my brush a bit clean. And then just press it down. So we just go to the middle, and all I'm doing is just press, press, press. And now I just slightly, now I'm just brushing it, just slightly merging the line, shall we say, just to make the orange and the yellow border not so straight, shall we say. So you just do that. So this is fine, but if you've got any areas and you think I just want to patch it up a bit, say here, then that's fine. You just go in and just patch it up. There's no problem. And if you are doing it and you've accidentally scratched too much, or you've just removed some and all your sticky layer's gone from your gel polish, all you need to do is put on a layer of your top gel with the sticky layer, harden it, and then you can press your neon powders into the sticky layer from the top coat. So you always have space to make corrections. You can never do anything completely wrong with nail art. There's always ways to correct it. Yep, so we've got this. And what some people do is, some people like to stamp directly onto their pigments. I prefer to use a top coat without a sticky layer. I prefer to just pop that on, and I prefer to stamp on top of the top coat. Because what happens is, if you make a mistake while you're stamping, you can always remove it. You can just remove it easily if you've top coated your design. If you've top coated the pigments, it means that the pigments won't be removed, you'll still have them. So that is handy, and it will save you time in the end. So if you can imagine that you've done this on a customer's nails on, say, I don't know, maybe you've put a design on 6 of the nails and you make 2 mistakes with stamping, then, and you haven't used the top coat in between, it means that you could end up removing the pigments and you have to completely start again with the nail, which is, it just takes a lot of time. So what we'll do is we're just waiting for that while it's in the lamp. It's just, I've just actually put that into the lamp to harden out. What we could do is, while we're waiting, is we could do the second one, which is pink neon. It was neon, but the colour has slightly changed because I've added glitter to it, just because, well, who doesn't love glitter? So what I do here is I get some pigment, a little bit of pigment, and I pop it into a separate container, just like this. And I mix into it a little bit of glitter. So let's just tap in a tiny bit of glitter as well. Oh, I've put in quite a lot, but that's not a problem. It's absolutely fine. Just mix it around. It's okay. And we just press this directly into our sticky layer. This one is actually a complete coverage, just of the one colour with the glitter. And actually I used a white base because the white is going to make any neon colour pop. And that is a really, really nice effect. If you want your neon not to pop so much to be where you need sunglasses, then you can use a different colour base, and you can use a different colour gel polish Let me see. For example, let's have a look. If I've got a colour, yeah. For example, you could just use a pink colour and then you could just press pigments into this. Then your colour will end up less bright. Okay, we've got pigments, we've got glitter, and what we do is we just brush over extremely lightly, don't scratch away too much. That's all we need to do, the powder. It's not extra, let me see, it's difficult to see. But anyway, that's what you do. Just scratch it over and then we plop the top coat on. What you can do if you want to, you can fixate, you can lock it slightly, so you can pop it into your lamp for like 10 seconds and then you can take it out of the lamp so that your colour, yeah, so that the pigment is stuck nicely to the white gel polish. Okay, so we just go over this. Find a nice even layer. Just make sure that you've completely capped everywhere. That's it. And we can just pop that into the lamp as well. So we've now got our lovely snake skin design, which I think is so cool. I think that would actually look really, really nice on toenails. I think it would be brilliant. On the big toenail, that you could do the rest of the toenails green or blue. Anyway, this pigment, my blue pigment, has actually got a little bit of glitter in it already. I'm not sure if you can catch that on camera, but anyway, this is what we do. This, we just add a few blotches, just press down here and there with different colours. That's all you do. Clean the brush from the green. And we go to the red. Red to the blue, I mean, sorry. Just cover it. I'm choosing to cover this completely, the underneath the tip, but you don't have to. If you want to leave some white patches, you can. If you want to use 3 different colours, you can. All is possible. It's just a case of having fun when you do nail art. There's sometimes too many serious things in life, and sometimes we forget to have fun, and definitely when you're doing your nails or you're at the nail salon, that's the place for fun. At least that's what I think anyway. Okay, that is great. So we've got a lot of glitter going on there. Let's see. Just pressing all over. I do like that. I do want to add a little bit more blue. I think it's lovely with the bits of glitter that are going to shine through the design. I think it's cool. Okay, I'll pop that into the lamp for 10 seconds. So, what I've got now is, we've got our first one, and all we're going to do is we're going to buff the shine away. So I'll just go over it like this. You don't need to go too hard, too wild, because you don't want to go and remove all of your pigment that you've put on. That wouldn't be too handy. Let's see. Do the same with this one. And all is going well. So let's have a look. The first one is the tiger print, which I have found here. Just going to give it a quick clean with the pure acetone. That really is such a good thing to use to clean your plates. But if you don't want to use pure acetone, you can use plate cleaner for stamping plates. That's also possible. So it's really up to you what you choose. So both is possible. That's clean. Let's have a look. We need our polish, which is here, the black polish. Again, give it a really good shake. Let's just pop those there. So give it a good shake. And we've got everything at hand that we need. So make sure your stamping cushion is clean by rolling on your roller. Here's the design. You can see here that the design is that large. It's quite small, and my tip that I'm using is like quite long, so I'm not going to be able to stamp this in one go, so we're going to have to do 2 lots of stamping. So what we do, and there's also got a curve at the top, so we need to make sure that's pushed up quite far. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply quite a bit of polish again. We'll do it twice. Oops, let's pick this up. I hope I'm not too slow. Yeah. Roll over. We look through, see where the placement is coming, and we press down. Again, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Okay. Roll away. This is how much we've got. You could just leave your design like this if you wanted, and you could add some stones around the bottom. But what I'll show you is we can just apply the design again, and then we can just cover our tip, or at least cover most of it. We'll see how far we get. So we just clean the plates, and we clean our card, and our cushion is already clean. We're not going to be able to get a perfect join up of the designs because it just doesn't run clearly, but it's not a problem. We'll just try not to get it to overlap. Actually, let me see, too much. I'm just seeing something. The lines here are quite thick. They're quite thick here at the bottom. So instead of me stamping it with the thinner lines, I'm going to turn it around, and I think that will actually make it join up better. Let me see. Yeah, we're going to do that. Okay, so what we do is we apply the polish twice. We scrape over. Whoops, I didn't do that properly. Can you see here at the corner I've not pressed the polish in properly into the stamping plate? And the reason that happened is because I didn't want to get my paper all messy. Let's do it like this, that's better. So I'll do it again. So we just apply plenty of polish. We'll scrape over. So we roll it. And let's see if this was wise, am I turning it around? We just apply the sole like this. I've got a bit at the bottom. I'm not sure if, let's see, would it stick or not? Let's see. We can try and join up on it. If not, we just stamp again, but I'll just try and join it up in a nice kind of a way. Okay, so this is what we've got. Just move this out the way. Just give it a quick clean. So, okay. I'm just going to wipe my card. They do have these cards with lots of different kinds of beautiful designs on, but I mean, once you start to clean your scraping cards, you do remove a lot of the design anyway, so pretty, but I don't know why they've got all those beautiful designs on. But what we can do is we can tidy up things here because we've had to stamp twice. We just take our polish corrector pen and a little bit of nail polish. Nail polish remover scraped on the end, and I just look to see where does it look a bit messy. And I think here there's a line going across here which needs to be removed. So I think just with the corner of the polish corrector pen, you can just remove that line. So it makes it look like it joins up a bit better. Let me see, even, yeah, perhaps here also at the bottom, kind of jumps a bit, let me see, yeah, probably maybe make this line ever so slightly thinner, slightly, so that that joins up a bit. I believe that that looks all right, let's see, yeah, let's make sure it's nice and clean. And you see, this is what you're able to do if you've got the top coat underneath the stamping. If you didn't have that, then you would be removing your pigment, and that would be such a shame, because it really, it's just a small correction to the design. Well, we can put the top coat on that in a minute. I think what I'll do is I'll put that to the side there, and we'll do this nice pink one. It's actually in a similar way, let's see. We've got a little print going on here. What is it, a panther print? This I've already rubbed the top. And we're just going to give it a quick clean. So, yeah, I've turned my plate around because I really do like to scrape towards the outside. That's just how I find it handy. I like to scrape so that I can actually wipe it off on a piece of tissue or something, so that everything doesn't get too messy while I'm working. So let's see how we get on with this one. Oh, double scrape over. There's a line here. That line, if I pick it up, that will be on the stamping plate. Let me see, where is it? Here, there's a line. That's happened because the pressure was not completely even when I scraped over the stamping plate. Yeah, so we'll do it again. And that's sometimes what I have with this floppier one. To tell the truth, I personally prefer to use the scraping cards which are harder and thicker. That's what I use when I'm normally working. But I just like to show you in the trainings that there are different things available, simply because different people like to use different things. So let's do this again. I think my polish is, I think I need a new polish. Let's see, we can go over twice, scrape over. So that's better than the first time now. We roll over and we push down. You always want to just push down directly, just, what is it, like horizontally. You don't want to tip your, you don't want to roll it or anything with this, just straight down. That's really the easiest way. Okay, that's the first one, and then we can do the second one. A lot of customers, when you stamp on their nails, just stamping once will be sufficient for the length of a short salon nail. So it's not always that you will need to like double stamp like this. So let's just do it again. Plenty of polish. That was quite a big blob, so I don't need to do 2 coats. Just go over again. And let's try and join it up somewhere around there, I reckon. So that's what's so handy about these stampers with the see-through. You can actually just see what you're doing. It just is so handy. And maybe on the edge here, let's see if we can just add a little tiny corner bit of extra to the side there. That's it. You can just fill in the gap. If the polish isn't too dried up. So. Okay, then we just have a peep and we see if there's anywhere we need to remove anything because of double stamping. We do have a little bit of a line going on. Let me see. Yeah, perhaps here I can just create a tiny bit of an extra little gap so it's not so joined up everything, you see. And I think that really, let's see, just here. And maybe just create a tiny bit of extra gap here. That's it. Let's have a look. Yep, that's fine. So we just do that. Leave them to the side. Right. What we've got now is our snake print. So this is fun. What we do is we, let's see. I think that we still need to apply top coat to this one, I believe, yeah. I don't remember putting that on yet, at least it's not shiny. I certainly don't think that we have removed the shine from it yet, so let's just apply the top coat to that. That's it, lovely. We'll pop that into the lamp. So while we're waiting, I'll just apply top coat to these. And this is such fun, just to play around with it. I mean, if you don't want to make this design in neon, then you can just use the traditional colours of the animal prints. You can have a base of a nice light brown with a bit of, just a bit of orange, say, and then pop a bit of black on top. Same with the what is it, the panther print one. Sometimes you can do these in just black and white. It's just great. You really can just play around with them a lot. It's nice. It's great for the summertime. So I will just put the top coat on these now once. In the film about stamping with chrome, I've showed you how you can apply a double top coat just to protect your design if it's actually for wearing, for if you or your customer will want to be wearing the designs for a few weeks and you want them to stay nice. But we'll just do that one time for now. So always remember to keep your polishes closed, keep everything closed as much as possible. It really does extend the life of your products. Okay, let's see. Here we are. So we just remove the shine lightly. And for this one, we will need, of course, a stamping plate. That's handy. So let's see, let me just get some tissue. So we've got this stamping plate and this lovely, I'm going to call that snake skin. I believe that's what the skin looks like of many snakes. I'm no expert, but I think that's a nice pattern to use. And now let's see, let's make sure it's clean. Yep. For this design, I've actually used two colours. So what we do is we're going to use black and white stamping polish. Okay. And we have to work with a bit of speed with this. If we're too slow, the polish will dry up and we won't be able to pick it up quick enough for the design to transfer to the tip. So this is how we do it. At least, you know, I kind of take two hands often. Let's see if I can do that now. Yeah. So we've got it ready. And we apply. No, it's not going to work like that. I'll have to do it differently. Normally I would just use two hands and put little blobs on here. I'm going to have to do it separately now. So let's see if it picks up. So we apply black and we apply white as well. Yeah, and then what we do is we scrape in one direction and then in the other direction we roll it over. and we place the design like so. Tiny bits missing on the corner there, it's a really small amount. Let's see if there's anything left I could use there, just to fill it up, that's it. Okay, I'll just say that again. So what you saw me do is you apply blobs of polish all over your stamping plate. Once you've done that, you just scrape in the one direction, and because I want the colours to be nicely merged, I want here the white to run over into the black, and I don't want just a straight sharp line. I also then scraped in the other direction. So I'm going to do that again. I'm going to continue it down here. I think. Let's have a look. Shall we do that, or shall we? Let's have a think. Yeah. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to join up the pattern. And again, I'm going to have to do it with two separate hands because I'm a bit stuck here under my camera, which is not a problem, but just do it like this, it's okay. So we have little blobs of black, and we have some blobs of white, and we scrape in two directions. We roll gently, and then we look to see where can we place it, and I think it joins up just like there, and then we roll back and forth because we just check if we've got any gaps. Maybe just here on the corners a tiny little space, we can just touch it with a little bit there, perhaps just there. Okay, now smooth down the sides. Right, and what we do is we apply our top coat. Let's see, top coat. And what's amazing is these designs, honestly, once you've just practice, once you've got the hang of them, it's actually quite quick designs for in the salon, but they do look impressive. I mean, your customers will just absolutely love these kind of designs, I'm sure. You see? Now, just apply, put that into the lamp. Okay, let's see. These are dried lovely. Let's just grab the alcohol. Because I'm using alcohol and not nail polish remover, you do actually need to press quite a bit to get it clean, the end. But I mean, it just looks nice. It just looks like you've made a bit of an effort. See, so we do that. And these are lovely and they're just gorgeous. I love those. Let's just get the other one out the lamp. I'm impatient, so I pull it out now when it's not actually completely cured. But anyway, you can just see it on camera, how pretty that looks. And here we've got our 3 designs, and I'll just pick them up actually from this card here. You can see how we've made those. I'd say have fun with those. There are lots and lots of different stamping plates you can buy with animal prints on. I really think this one is a good one. Is it card number 2, and it's called Animals. There's some little peacock shapes on here as well, and other prints. I don't know, what is this? Is this a patchy one? What's that? I don't know if that's tiger print, something zebra. Anyway, whatever. It's nice, and yeah, there's some small butterflies, so you can have fun with these kind of stamping plates. So I hope you enjoyed that, and yeah, just have fun experimenting with this. Decorate your nails and enjoy. Thank you for watching.